Hi, YouTube. Welcome on in. Hey, well, here on Kick and on Twitch, I've been thinking about each and every single one of you. Okay, and I've been thinking about these stories and how it's progressing. And it's making me wonder. Hold on. How do I put this? Le book. It's making me think about Le book. It's making me wonder about how, like, this just endlessly, and how much this is growing and impacting the overall story, and how we have a bunch of essentially authors fighting narratively over control over the book. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? It's kind of interesting, el libro. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that we have authors fighting over the book, and that there's an author IRL who wrote something, or that they're aware of the author that like said certain quotes and things. Almost makes me wonder how much of the real world, us, is permeating into the Bungo Stray Dogs world. And vice versa. And take it even a step further. Well, one of the questions that I had, one of the things I've been ruminating over is Chuya losing control, right? And I think that we can highlight this as like Dazai and Chuya being like really good choke points to one another, if you think about it, right? Or Jinji really like knows how to go ahead and be that Tsum character, right? And kind of push Dazai into smiling, into experiencing all these different emotions. And then the Bungo Stray Dogs is real. I fucking knew it. And then for Dazai, just really being able to snuff out Jinji's flame when needed. But it's interesting because it kind of leads to the aspect of like, how much control do people really have over their powers? And if they don't have control, does that mean that they end up transforming into the worst version of themselves inside of that power? Because what is it? Like absolute power corrupts absolutely? I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard anything like that. How much power? Yes. But that is one of the key instances like that, is power that makes you, power that makes you or transforms you or is able to go ahead and change you. Does that mean that it strips away aspects of your humanity if you are no longer human? And I'm not just using no longer human just to drop Dazai's power on there, but I'm talking about like if you transform into a wolf, if you transform into a tigre, rar, or I'm el gato, meow, like if you transform into whatever you wanna like transform into, or whatever your power is, does that make you less human along the way? Does that start stripping aspects of yourself the further that you use your power? Take that a step further and let's talk about identity. Who are you really? Are you really only useful because of your power? Or are you useful because you are a human being serving these agencies? Like literally. Yeah. Like, take that into consideration, take that into account and conceptualize it just for a second here, right? Ultimately, who are you as an individual? What is your identity like? Are you the being that has the ability, or are you the human being? Who are you? How do you identify? Where does value come from in this avenue, in this way? And especially even for Jinji, right? Because we know that Jinji likes to be choked a little, For Jinji, without having Dazai there, how scary is it for them to fully go out? Doesn't he have that choker thing? Sorry, sorry. I got a weird call. Okay. Yes, he does. Sure, Ed. Sure. Ed, calm down. It's a genuine question, Likes what? So I highlight this because it brings up a good question, and it brings up the question Yeah, his little collar, his little choker. It's fat. He has too much aura. Jinji has so much aura that I just can't, you know? How safe has the Port Mafia actually been for individuals to fully grow and experience their power? Yeah, I'm sure they are. Anyway, with that being said, I have questions. Ooh, but these questions won't get answered unless I start this video. And unless we jump into this. And hey, unless you come and join us over here for the subathon, who knows? Maybe we'll be in season 3 if that timer don't run out that's over here. I don't know. I don't know if the timer's not going to go ahead and start running out, you know? I'm so invested in your rants. Yeah, no, I'm so curious about how this is going to keep evolving or devolving, you know? Yeah, season 3, I don't know, you know? Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it, shall we?
ギルドが僕に挑戦状とはね。これで少しは退屈が紛れる。
罠だと思うけどね。
No.
You
know, I really want to write a novel. Hold on. To Edogawa Ranpo. I really want to write a novel about like the death and mysteries of like psychology. And like, you know, I guess I'll call it like, you know, to the death and mysteries of psychology in the US or something. Wait, when is my you to read it? You know, how psychology is evolving and dying and changing and all of that stuff. Like, you know, and all the mysteries behind stuff like that. I love Yoshino. Yeah, Yoshino's great. But also Invitation to a Detective Game.
と思うけどね。空欄を埋めろってことみたいだね。まあ私にはさっぱりだけど空欄を。
Welcome, Ranpo-kun. It's so polite too. A is B. A is not B. Fill in A and B so that both hold true and enter the room. A is B. A is not B. Computer, analyze this phrase. Fill in A so that both hold true.
埋めろってことみたいだね。まあ私にはさっぱりだけど。
よさのさん、変化して。
I love the fact that Ranpo doesn't need to do this. Ranpo doesn't need to. You know, he doesn't need to, but he just aura farms. It's just aura farming Ranpo at this point in time. What that letter mean? He needs it for the aura. That is so, he's just a chill guy. He knows he's cool. He knows he's cool and he deserves it, right? He does it for the love of the game. He does it for the love of the game.
君かい僕に挑戦するという偉い人は
久しぶりだなランプ
Oh fuck. He's hot. Edgar Allan Poe. Hey yo. Hey yo. Chief architect of the guild. I guess Ranpo comes knocking. Evermore, you know, like, oh no, wait. Isn't Edogawa Ranpo just a play on Edgar Allan Poe? And isn't that just the same as Edogawa the Wizard? I'm kidding. It is. Oh, okay. One of you must have told me because that kind of got stuck in the back of my mind. Yeah, I have IRL. I very much admire Poe. Yeah, it is. Ooh.
表の問題は解いていただけたかなさすが
Welcome, Ranpo. The sentence is 5 words. The sentence is not 5 words.
ランポ君我が倒すべき宿敵である
次は僕が質問する番だ
Sure. What is in a theoretical sense, a higher level of infinity? Is there such a thing as a higher level of infinity? Does that apply to the timelines here? Are there different variations of timelines that are written in here that continue on past the point of no return here? And maybe we're not necessarily in this prime timeline, but we're in an adjunct timeline. But how do you feel about instances like this? Let's go ahead and take it even a step further. You know, what is the meaning of life if you do realize that you are a character inside of a book who has no real say as to what is happening inside of a perm reality setting inside of that? Just start dropping random philosophical questions about what little we know, right? Another one is oof. Do you feel like you were genuinely loved as a child, or just put up with because you were a child? You were your parents' child or your caregiver's child. Do you, bro, what? I know. We gotta start dropping these questions on in, right? Another question that I asked him is do you have this drip and bangs over your face out of a defense mechanism because, you know, maybe you got too close to the sun and getting too close to people ended up hurting you in the long run, so you'd rather obscure your face and remain mysterious and aura form than be open and vulnerable to being hurt? So you write in deep subjects and you try and aura farm with your clothes as opposed to, I don't know, coming on through and trying to connect with others. And who knows, you might actually be an individual that sees reasoning and ends up joining us. Maybe I can convince you, Edgar Allan Poe, to actually defect against the guild. You know, maybe if I don't know. Don't attack my boy. He's hot. What are you talking about?
さすがはランポ君。我が倒すべき宿敵である。
次は僕が質問する番だ。あんた誰？
我が輩を覚えていない。君との勝負のためだけに我がギルドの遠征に加わったのに。
So then he's easily swayable.
我が輩はポー。探偵にして地の巨人。6年前、君との勝負に敗れたものである。
眠たい話ならいいや。帰る。
推理ゲームである。我が輩の用意したこの推理小説を読み、連続殺人の真相を的中させることである。
マイナス1点。小説でこと。
So essentially it's a senpai Paul notice me.
足りるなら探偵になってない。
その返答は想定済みである。もし我が輩に勝ったらギルドの弱点を教えるとしたらどうだろうか。ギルドの拠点空中要塞白芸の攻略法である。
プラス1点。けどなんでそんな馬鹿げた勝負を？
ギルドの作戦など野蛮なばかりで退屈極まりない。この世で人類が唯一驚嘆し刮目すべきは君の異能力超推理のみ。違うかね？
You know what's scary, Poe, is you might actually have an ability, but Ranpo over here is just like giga braining it, like imagine just Rampo's brain going into like the Exoverse, right? Like you guys have seen that meme where like the brain is like expanding and like, you know, going into different universe. That's Rampo's brain, right? He's just a guy. Yeah, Poe is gassing up Ranpo like crazy, and Poe probably has an ability. Meanwhile, Rampo's over here just a larper of abilities.
プラス5点。やろう。
物語の始まりはこうだ。ある時代のある夜、数人の滞在客が吹雪で洋館に閉じ込められた。やむなく宿泊した夜、私立探偵である主人公はある部屋からの奇妙な物音で目を覚ます。これが我が輩の異能力だ。読者を小説の中に引きずり込む。
I should probably read the full sentence and not just stop where my brain found something kind of controversial. Sorry, but my brain literally like it put a comma at some part in this sentence here, and I was like, "That's crazy. That's wild. That's a wild thing for you to say," you know.
これが我が輩の異能力だ。読者を小説の中に引きずり込む能力。惨劇の館へようこそ。
That's kind of crazy because this is gonna sound wild, and I wish I still had. This might be in my old laptop. I was writing a novel a long time ago, like 7 years ago, and one of the characters in my novel had the ability, because it was a novel with like a bunch of different individuals that had different abilities and stuff running around. No, it wasn't Bungo Stray Dogs, unfortunately, where like their ability was to be able to go out and trap people inside of books or inside of media. So that is actually kind of crazy. It can be an OP ability if used correctly, right? And at the same time, use as 6'7", it used as a way to go ahead and showcase sort of like the mentality and the thinking process behind how people will think. I'm embodying myself, I guess. How people will think through different problems, right? It's a problem solving opportunity. So that is why I'm like, ooh.
主人公は保管されていた合鍵で部屋のドアを開ける。そこで見たものは
被害者。2つの窓ははめ殺しで出入り不可能。ドアが2つ。そして合鍵はここに。メガネがない。
死んでるのか。
下がってな。私は医者だよ。
Oh, they're all playing the roles perfectly. Oh, they're all playing the roles perfectly. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the locked room.
あいつはこれを連続殺人と言った。犯人を見つけないといずれ僕たちも殺されるってことか。
まったくとんだい能力だよ。死体も血もおぞましいほどリアルだ。おまけに私の異能力、君死にたもうことなかれが発動しないときた。被害者はこの洋館の管理人。死因は出血性ショック死。凶器と指紋はなし。つまり
典型的な不可能犯罪だね。出口のない密室。
There's a storm outside, so it's not like you'd be able to go ahead and trace footsteps as well. Clearly the victim of a murder. Everyone, unfortunately, sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Everyone, unfortunately, came rushing into the room, so it's not like we'd be able to go ahead and trace footprints as well. Did the victim die, though? But do people die when they are killed? Welcome, welcome. It's missing a the, but welcome to Locked Room. Okay, so now we know that the murderer does not have full English mastery. They're missing the, so we know that the victim might not be able to write full, complete sentences. Or not the victim, the murderer. Okay. And they're able to make a kitty. Sorry.
あいつはこれを連続殺人と言った。犯人を見つけないといずれ僕たちも殺されるってことか。
まったくとんだい能力だよ。死体も血もおぞましいほどリアルだ。おまけに私の異能力、君死にたもうことなかれが発動しないときた。被害者はこの洋館の管理に、死因は出血性ショック死、凶器と指紋はなし。つまり
典型的な不可能犯罪だね。出口のない密室、明らかに他殺の被害者。犯人はどうやって密室から逃げ
Did
た
the
の
killer
か。
even leave the room?
随分と歯切れが悪いじゃないか。いつものやんないのかい？
メガネがない。あれは社長から可視された特別なメガネで、僕の異能力発動に必須だ。
Let's be honest. Are they though? Are they? Or is it just like an item that boss gave you so you made them special and you made them a part of you? Oh my god, you are autistic coded. Oh my god, right? Circumscribed interest and then potentiality all the way to the max. Like, wait a minute, like yeah, just immediately like these are my glasses, you know. Oh.
それに、与謝野さんも瀕死の相手に治癒能力が発動しなかった。つまりこの世界では僕の超推理も発動しない。
そういう話になるのかい。ランポさんは異能力を持たない一般人だってこと本人は知らないんだよね。それならいっそ地道に調査して推理するってのはどうだ。
面倒、地味、退屈。コツコツ調べ物とか聞き込みとかは探偵の仕事で名探偵の仕事ではない。いや。
俺は殺していない。
私はやってない。本当だ。
僕は殺していません。
なぜ私が疑われなければならないの？
事件当時のアリバイは？
部屋で一人寝ていた。
炊事室で暖炉用の薪を割っておりました。
この館の怨念、固めの猫プルートについて書庫で調べ物を。
Pluto, the one-eyed
なぜ
curse.
私が弁解など、たかが施設付きの館医のくせに何様のつもり？思い出しました。もう少し私に似合う服はないかと替えの服をいただきに管理人さんのところへ。
やはりあの部屋に書かれた固め猫の怨念では。
これは糸を使ったトリックですよ。密室の鍵は被害者の服の中にありました。唯一の合鍵も直前まで使われていません。犯人は管理人を殺し、鍵を奪って部屋の外に出てから施錠。その後、テグスを使ってドアの隙間から鍵をポケットに戻す。テグスは切って回収し処分した。
That is so elaborate. That is such an elaborate way of trying to get it done that it would it's too much. At any capacity, you always have to try and use Occam's razor, right? Which is the simplest answer is more than likely the right answer. It's too much. Too much. Sorry, y'all. We're backing it up a little bit here.
主人公は保管されていた合鍵で部屋のドアを開ける。
ドアがメガネがない。
Unless it turns out that in this story, Yosono is the one that killed him. Or there's a hidden ability user inside of the story as well. Sorry, my brain's going wild trying to like hyper analyze all of these things, because then you have the killer in this instance doesn't have to necessarily be out of Yosono's intent. It's a story, you know, leading the investigation, putting the doubt onto others, right, and trying to go ahead and cement that on in. You know, where's everyone's alibi? But consider, yeah, this makes me smile the most. People just glaze over everything. Well, no, you have to think about it this way, right? Let's take Yosono out of the equation as the individual that we know it, and let's put her in here as a character in this novel that's been written, right? Where is this going? And how much of an alibi would you have in a scenario like this? What were you doing right before you came in here? The moment that you spawned in, what did that look like? What was your body, your avatar doing? Because clearly you fit into this world because there's a doctor written in it and because there's a detective written in it. Do you even have an alibi? I was on my computer. You know, I was typing, computer, analyzed it. You can search my Google history. Oh, please don't search my Google history. It's computer. Hey, not like that. Mal pensados. Oh my goodness.
そして推理するってのはどうだ。
俺は殺していない。
私はやってない。本当だ。
僕は殺していません。
なぜ私が疑われなければならないの？
事件当時のアリバイは
部屋で一人寝ていた。
I was sleeping.
炊事室で
I
暖
was
炉用の
chopping
薪を割っておりました。
この館の怨念、固めの猫プルートについて書庫で調べ物を。
なぜ私が弁解など、たかが施設付きの館員のくせに何様のつもり？思い出しました。もう少し私に似合う服はないかと替えの服をいただきに管理人さんのところへ。
やはりあの部屋に書かれた固め猫の怨念では。
これは糸を使ったトリックですよ。密室の鍵は被害者の服の中にありました。唯一の合鍵も直前まで使われていません。犯人は管理人を殺し、鍵を奪って部屋の外に出てから施錠。その後、手ぐすを使ってドアの隙間から鍵をポケットに戻す。手ぐすは切って回収し処分した。どうです探偵さん。
バカか君は。いや、疑問形は失礼だな。
手ぐすを使ってドアの隙間から鍵をポケットに戻す。手ぐすは切って回収し処分した。どうです探偵さん。
バカか君は。いや、疑問形は失礼だな。バカだ君は。ドアの隙間は鍵より細かったし、鍵は仰向けに倒れてる死体の尻ポケットに入ってた。それくらい一目見ればわかるだろ。
では犯人は窓の鉄格子を外し外に出た後、工具で格子を元に戻して脱出を。
窓の外は景色も見えないほどの吹雪なのに。
You can't see, yeah.
窓の周囲は雪で濡れてもいなかったけど。
絶好調じゃないか。
は殺していません。
なぜ？
俺は殺していない。
私はやってない。本当だ。
僕は殺していません。
なぜ私が疑われなければならないの？
Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Get ready. Oh. Oh. I'm working through it. Hold on. Okay. I can keep going. But I think I found it. I'm going to talk to you all about it. How do I say this? I was thinking about it and I sat with it for a second. You guys saw me literally sit there and my brain was like, was scrolling through everything, you know, was legit just like scrolling through the entire scenario. So like, what is going on? How is this evolving? Like, you know, all of that stuff. So we have a victim, right? Without like, and there's a snowstorm outside, so there's no way for the individual or the murderer to have come from the outside. Otherwise, there would have been traces of snow inside. No fingerprints, no nothing. Death by knife, right? The key was still in their pocket, which makes it insanely difficult in order to go ahead and point towards one element. And as I was thinking about that, I was like, damn, that's. Usually, like, things don't go so smoothly, especially when you stab someone, you know, with a knife. There's usually evidence in some capacity. So then there's a whole bunch of suspects for individuals. We have Yosono, the guy sleeping in his room, the guy chopping firewood, the girl that was with the caretaker's room, and the scholar. And I was going through all of this, and I'm just like, scholar that carries out chores at the mansion. I was like, ooh, where is this going, right? How's this going? And I'm like, interesting. So you're telling me that there was 4 people in this mansion already. There's no evidence of anyone hearing anything or anyone seeing anything so far that's been alluded to. So this brought up a question for me. And that question is what's leading me to think that, like, either A, I'm completely wrong in this, right? Or B, this is a trap. This is a trap in a major way that's eluding for us to fail. What do I mean? I mean this. You're telling me that there is no substantial, no form of evidence inside of the body where the individual died, right? If you've ever been attacked with a knife or something, I wish I can't take off my shirt, so I can't show you guys any scars or anything. I was about to say, if you guys have ever been attacked, it is not a clean way to handle it. There's usually evidence in some capacity that points to an element or something that showcases things, right? That showcases, hey, you know, there's a struggle. There was this. There was. Are you saying he was hit after he's dead? No. There would be splatter in places. Is there an ability user inside of this? Have we been duped into going into this aspect, this thing, this environment, thinking that we were the only ones in here? Is there an ability user in here aside from Yosono? I'm talking about the Guild-wise through Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, and chat goes silent. Because my mind is like, how do I put it? Foresting on, like, if there is an ability user in here, then wouldn't that, yeah, is there an imposter among us? Wouldn't that imply, hold on, chat. Wouldn't that imply that there was already something waiting? And I know what you guys might be thinking, right? Did Poe make his way inside? Does it have to be Poe? You know, does it have to be Poe? Or is this a way to get away with the perfect crime? I.e., in a way, try and make an individual, right? And who's to say that the author doesn't have control or the ability to go ahead and showcase certain things, right? That's why I'm looking at this and I'm like, is this leading towards an area where an individual is able to get away with with a murder, you're low-key onto something. Yeah. And even if you put it like past it, right? Like, let's conceptualize this even further, shall we? We know Yoshino at the moment, right? And apparently Ranpo can't use his full ability. So it's something that's making me wonder: is this a trap in some capacity, or not? Or not? Is the evidence being tampered with or suppressed with in some capacity? I don't know. That's sort of where I'm kind of going to. I don't know, chat. I don't know. This is theory one. Does that make sense? Does it kind of make sense as to where I'm coming from? Chat looked at the pin message. Yeah. I know chat right now is just, you're good. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Either that, or we do have our 4 prime suspects here, and it turns out that it's actually something else, like just a wild fifth element in here that we don't know about. Like, I don't know, someone trying to frame their own death or anything like that, you know. Even though I know what will happen, this is smart. Yeah, this is just a way to like think about things and break it all down, especially when we're considering what actually may be going on in here, right? I don't know. There's one more person that's not on here, chat. How reliable of a narrator is a person when we first come into this world? I'm suspecting everyone else, but we don't know the motives of these individuals as they come in. We don't know the motives as they come in. I've already suspected Yoshino, but I have not suspected Edogawa Ranpo themselves. Which is kind of interesting, because this is sort of what happens. We come in, our perspective, right, is we come in under Edogawa Ranpo, right? And our perspective is outward. But is that true? Is that true? Would Ed actually go through and murder someone? I'm sorry, it was you, Pidge. It was you all along. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Because at this point in time, I'm like, could it be Yoshino? You know, in a big way, Doctor being able to do it, but then that would again leave evidence in some capacity of a struggle. If it's Ed has the ability, like, you know, how reliable of a narrator are they? And then also, by the time we come in, what actually has happened, right? What is the history? I don't know. Spamton. It's Spamton Ed Spamton. It is Spamton Ed Spamton. I don't know. But I do think it might be wrong here. Maybe I might be really wrong. I might be overthinking it. I might be way into overthinking it. And it really just might be like all the old classics where it's just a maid. It just ends up being like the scholar, like the maid or whoever that is out there, like, you know, the closest one to the crime. But then how would they get away with the perfect like crime here? They wouldn't. If it was anybody else, wouldn't it be messy or messier? I don't know. Yeah, Yosano could lie about her ability not working as well. True. And that would put suspicion back over here. I don't know. Or they could be an ability user in here. There's multiple ways that we can take this. I don't know, chat. I feel like I'm overcooking. I feel like I'm way overcooking. My suspicion is one of three. Either A, there's an ability user in here, right? And this is all a trap, and that ability user is purposefully coming on through and kind of suppressing evidence and making it hard for us to fully acknowledge sort of what's happening. B, right, it ends up being either Yosano or Ranpo, because it's like, how do we trust them as narrators, as individuals, right? How do we know their history of them as a character in this book, right, that they're in, and that like they wouldn't suppress certain instances or thoughts. C, it's one of the four main characters. Or D, it ends up being like a random crow that comes in and can like polymorph or animorph into a different element. It's gonna be one of those factors, you know. That's sort of where my brain is at specifically. I don't know.
本人は知らないんだよね。それならいっそ地道に調査して推理するってのはどうだ。
面倒地味退屈。コツコツ調べ物とか聞き込みとかは探偵の仕事で名探偵の仕事ではない。いや。
俺は殺していない。
私はやってない。本当だ。
僕は殺していません。
なぜ私が疑われなければならないの？
事件当時のアリバイは？
部屋で一人寝ていた。
炊事室で暖炉用の薪を割っておりました。
この館の怨念、固めの猫プルートについて書庫で調べ物を。
なぜ私が弁解など、たかが施設付きの館医のくせに何様のつもり？思い出しました。もう少し私に似合う服はないかと替えの服をいただきに管理人さんのところへ。
やはりあの部屋に書かれた固め猫の怨念では。
これは糸を使ったトリックですよ。密室の鍵は被害者の服の中にありました。唯一の合鍵も直前まで使われていません。犯人は管理人を殺し、鍵を奪って部屋の外に出てから施錠。その後テグスを使ってドアの隙間から鍵を
That's way too convoluted though.
テグスは切って回収し処分した。どうです探偵さん。
バカか君は。いや、疑問形は失礼だな。バカだ。
Exactly, won't there be blood?
ドアの隙間は鍵より細かったし、鍵は仰向けに倒れてる死体の尻ポケットに入ってた。それくらい一目見ればわかるだろ。で
は犯人は窓の鉄格子を。
そして
物は。
That's a lot of blood. That is a lot of blood. That is a lot of blood. Now, if you pull the string onto the tensionless, it's tugging along inch by inch. Yeah. Sounds like a red herring. Why would there be strings involved? Into which pocket? Into which pocket? Yeah, that's ooh.
入ってた。それくらい一目見ればわかるだろ。で
は犯人は窓の鉄格子を外し外に出た後、工具で格子を元に戻して脱出を。
There would have been
窓の
imprints
外
in
は
the
景色も
snow,
見え
yeah.
ないほどの吹雪なのに。窓の周囲は雪で濡れてもいなかったけど。
絶好調じゃないか、ランポさん。違う。
僕は
うすうす気づいてたんだろ。 ランポさんの推理力は。
僕は異能力者だ。だからこの世界では何の力もない。あのメガネをくれたのは社長だ。社長が僕に嘘をついてるっていうのか。
ランポ。
いや、そんなはずないよね。
ランポ君でもこの謎は絶対に解けぬ。これは対ランポ君用に書かれた極めて変則的なメタミステリー。一度。
So then it's Ranpo. I could have waited like 2 more minutes. So then the murderer is Ranpo. I could have waited 2 more minutes. The meta mystery specifically written for you. I literally could have just chilled, right? Like, legitimately, what a harder way to go ahead and solve a mystery if all signs are going to go ahead and point to you. God.
国用に書かれた極めて変則的なメタミステリー。一度小説に入ったが最後、犯人も犯行方法も絶対にわからぬ。これは勝負ではない。復讐である。君は忘れても、我が輩は決して忘れない。あの日、ランポ君との頭脳勝負に敗れ、他者と関わる理由を全て失った我が輩の精神は、長く暗き部屋をさまよった。だが気づいたのだ。生きても良いのだと。ランポ君が持つ両手いっぱいの栄光と賛辞。それさえあれば、我が輩は。
Here's the thing, is jealousy can be such a beast. Like, if you're not careful with it, like, jealousy can absolutely overtake you. Especially, like, if you've ever been shown up or you thought you were really good at something and someone slightly better comes up and defeats you and you don't take it gracefully, the impact it has on you and your ego and your aspect of, like, you know what, this humiliated me. It completely, I don't know, like, can take you apart, you know? Why so missing apricity? Like, it can lead to obsession, absolutely, right? Envy is a sin for a reason, yes. But a lot of people seem to always cast it aside or not actively be thinking about it. Like, oh, well, you know what? Of course they'd be envious. And it's like, yeah, but to what degree? And how has that impacted their mental health? Is Ranpo all that, like, Edgar Allan Poe has been thinking about? Like, Ranpo, you know, like, I'm gonna get my revenge, you know? And it's like, no, like, Poe, this really did a lot of damage to Poe's ego. This hurt him, right? And it hurt him to a capacity where just thinking about getting revenge became addictive. It can kind of be romantic, you know? And depending on how you look at it, sure. You know, it depends. I don't know. I keep thinking, like, Edgar Allan Poe might have been a hurt child, might have been a hurt individual, and ultimately, again, what would happen, in this case, what will happen if Ranpo comes out and the plan is foiled? What then? What then? And what then?
だから奪うのだ。たとえ君を焼き尽くしたとしても。
こいつは連続殺人事件。この密室にわざと一人きりになれば犯人はきっと殺しに来る。さあ、どっからでも来な。
与謝野さん。
ありえ、しくじっちまったよ。犯人は見えなかった。
How could you not see the murderer? What?
お手上げだ。けど世界最高の名探偵なら楽勝さ。何せ武装探偵社はランポさんの才能を生かすためだけに設立された組織だから。 私を探偵してくれたこと。感謝し。
真実を暴かぬ限り現実世界には戻れぬ。永遠に我が小説世界をさまようがいい。
He's over here being a chuny. He'll never discover my mystery. You know, like over the top, like non-stop, just Poe just hitting the JoJo poses and laughing, and you know, oh, so OP, and it's like, yeah, I think we're bug.
バカな、あの謎が解けるはずがない。
いや、なかなか刺激的だったよ。君のミスは一つだけ。僕に勝負を挑んだこと。
犯人が分かったのであるか。
もちろん。犯人は僕だ。
The world's greatest psychologist. Dun, dun, dun. Oh no, I feel so bad for Poe. I feel so bad for Poe. Oh, it was you, Ed. It was you. Oh no. Oh no.
密室トリックも何もない。主人公が被害者を殺し、作者が意図的にその描写を省いたんだ。ただ今回のトリックで革新的だったのは、僕が小説に入った瞬間、犯人が消滅してしまう仕組みだ。
Right.
いくら血眼で探しても、犯人はもうどこにもいないわけだからね。
なぜ真相が分かった？
密室殺人、あれはやりすぎだよ。誰かに容疑を向けるならともかく、密室まで作る理由が犯人にはないもので、気づいた。犯人と作者はグルだって。
Damn!
ここはレンガ壁の下の隙間に捨ててあった殺害用の手袋。被害者が死ぬ間際に指さしたものだ。
しかし2番目の犯行は、犯人はすでに消滅していたのであろう。
そっちはさらに単純。そういう自動機械を使っただけ。室内の磁場を局所操作して金属を被害者に叩きつけた。
そんなものが可能だと思うのであるか。
だってありだ。
Damn!
それが2つ目のミスディレクションだからね。ヒントはそこら中にあった。妙に最新鋭の医療器具。自前じゃなく館所有の服を着た登場人物。
Clothes of their own.
この小説の舞台は2050年だ。天空へと続く巨大な軌道エレベーターに敷設された休憩施設。それがあの館の正体だ。まあどんなに難解な推理小説も作者の悪意が読めた時点で半分は解決さ。
God damn, this one reverse Occam's razor. Wait. Yeah, this one like, yeah, it's the let's hit the wall with bullshit. Like, let's just legit grab everything and like throw it up against the wall. Well, shit. Where'd the bullshit go? Where did he get this from? What? Yeah. Poe, dude, what?
我が輩の6年が。
知的技術は昔より素敵になってたけど、その差が出たね。
何？我が輩との対決を覚えているのか？
僕が自分が解決した事件を忘れるわけないだろ。思い出すね。ここでお互いの頭脳を競い合った。僕が他の探偵にヒヤリとさせられたのは、後にも先にもあれ一回限りだ。だからね、 次の勝負も期待しているよ。
僕のために頑張って考えてね。
我が輩頑張ろうかな。
Look at the way that they reframe this. Look at Bungo Gay Dogs. Honestly, I ship them. I like they're so cute. They're so adorable. I'm not gonna lie. Have two intellectuals come together like this. That's so great. He acknowledged them. That's huge, right? What a way to turn around a trauma into more of an aspect like that, where it's like, hey, hey, this and this is happening, but I still remember our fights, like we our mysteries. I still remember the mysteries, and I thought they were cool. I think you're a cool dude, like, at the end of the day. Yes. They were rivals.
なんの？
名探偵が真実を知った日のさ。乱歩さんは異能力者じゃなくて観察力と推理力を。
僕は
I have an ability.
でもさっきは推理根拠をつまびらかに説明してたじゃないか。
僕は異能力者。推理なんてしてない。今回はたまたまだ。
Oh.
だって何？
今さら一般人なんて格好がつかない。
Oh, Ranpo. Oh, Ranpo. Oh, no.
洗うの禁止。
はい
はいも禁止。
I know. Oh, Ranpo.
ギルドを倒せる情報が手に入ったって本当ですか？今奥で作戦立案中だよ。それにしてもすごい情報ですね。
Damn. Edgar Allan Poe was really like, I don't give a fuck about the guild. I just really wanted to challenge you. Here's every weakness imaginable for this flying fucking fortress. Here's it. Actually, good question for you guys. Yeah. Considering how easily Edgar Allan Poe was willing to give this information, do you think that there are certain members... yeah, he did. Do you think that there are certain members that would be willing to come over to the detective agency? Yeah, here, take everything. He's chief architect or whatever. Lucy? Oh, dude, I would love a Lucy. Like, I want to see more Lucy out there, I mean, the pay would be different. Yeah, the pay would be different, but yeah, I want to see more Lucy out there. That's 先
見だ。これを使ってギルドの背骨を一撃でへし折るとすると、潜入から爆弾？
無理だな。通信で着水、狙撃で終わりだ。
If Poe was here, I feel like it would just be a competition of like mystery solving. Honestly, it might be good. It might be healthy, but I feel like it might be unhealthy because I feel like Poe would just be trying to get Ranpo's attention for everything. And then Ranpo would just get fed up with him. Like, that's how I feel it would be if Poe was a part of the detective agency,
じゃあ特務課突入からケンジ君だと？
無理。地上戦で痛み分け延長戦。
確かに。となると淳君か。
ま、ささめ雪を使えば悪くない。
ですね。すぐにかかります。最後は山？
海だ。
了解。
話してよ。
ギルドを裏切るなんて思い切ったね。
Oh no.
その勇気見習いたいよ。けど君の強力な異能力にギルドが対策してるとは思わなかった？
Oh no.
でも私は大丈夫だって言わないと。あいつ絶対に逃げなかったもの。
やれやれ、悪役組織も楽じゃないね。それで作戦参謀殿、次の作戦は？
アンゴ元気かい？今日は良い話を持ってきたよ。 その怪我我が探偵社で治療しよう。
He took him a get well basket. He took him a get. He took him a get well basket. I mean, can you be mad? Can you be mad?
今
Like
日は良い話を持ってきたよ。
she's still facing so done with
その
him.
怪我我が探偵社で治療しよう。与謝野さんの治癒能力ならピカピカの新品に戻れるよ。
で、その見返りは？
実は探偵社員が一人軍警に捕まっている。ギルドとの最終決戦の前に彼女を助けたい。
ああ、35人殺しですか。危険異能力者を隔離する無人機にて拘束中と聞きました。
Oh.
確かに特務課なら超法規的な司法取引による免責も可能です。ただし、その少女が本当に探偵社員ならばですが。
京香ちゃんが探偵社員じゃない。
正確にはまだってことなんだけど、探偵社の調査員には代々入社試験があるんだ。それをパスしないと正式な社員として認められない。
Wait, but I don't remember Sushi taking a test unless it was. Guys, we need to free my daughter. She needs to be free. Wait a minute. Oh, was that really the test? Is that really what they're gonna go ahead and say? Like that? Like that's how they're gonna. The test was the boss. Is that really what they're hinging on? That is wow. And Sushi got it easy. Wow. I thought that was just a way to go ahead and showcase where their heart was. I didn't think it was like an actual test that they needed. Oh.
淳君の時にもあったろ。
太宰君、治療と引き換えに協力する取引、確かに受諾しました。だから一つ教えてください。正体不明の車に突っ込まれた時、なぜか僕のエアバッグだけ開かなかったのですが。
The guy's like, oh, you know, if Oda was still here, that airbag would have deployed. If Oda was still here, the airbag would have deployed perfectly.
入社試験は新人の行動を見て探偵社にふさわしいか検見する、いわば裏審査なんだ。
京香ちゃんは窮地に陥ると必ず誰かを傷つけたり排除することで脱しようとする。それが彼女の本質なのかも。だとしたら彼女が入社試験に合格することは。
さあ、着いたよ。
お、図書館ですか。
武装探偵社より参りました谷崎です。
お待ちしておりました。
Hey, yo.
どうぞ。
And you don't think that people would find it sus that there's a random guy with a suit in the library? If I walk into a library and there's a guy with the suit just like guarding a shelf, I'd be like, that's some CIA undercover shit going on right now. Like,
特務課の超小型教習機。
Oh.
これを僕が操縦して白芸に君を届ける。
単独潜入ですか？ギルドは地上での総攻撃を計画中らしい。その隙をついて手薄な白芸に潜入してコントロールを奪う。
そんな大変な作戦を僕一人で。
単独潜入となると人選は不測の事態にも対応可能な戦闘系異能力者が望ましい。 それに君は白芸の中に捕らえられて
So you have an idea. True.
加えて最悪失敗しても君なら殺されず捕らえられるだけの可能性が高い。君以上の適任者はいないよ。やってくれるかい？
断れ。貴様には無理だ。貴様は死ぬまで孤児院のグズなのだ。
私はしなかったことについてのみいつも後悔を感じていた。やります。
おお。
了解。
行くよ、淳君。
That PTSD, right? Like, oh.
はい。能力。
Oh.
白芸は定期輸送ヘリを格納する130秒間だけ空域センサーが切れる。その隙に姿を消して接近する。
何？パイロットからの応答がない？
はい、通信機のトラブルですかね。
なんだ
Your pilot just has low XP. He was just aura farming in there. Oh no. Oh, Aku comes in and he's already in there. TP man is just ready, dude. TP man is like, all right, you know what? We'll take you. Same idea, same brain cell, you know, just coming on through Microsoft Flight Simulator. Oh, TP man is ready for this. Snake!
太宰さん、潜入しました。中の様子はどうだい？誰もいません。妙です。みんなどこに？
ほとんどが脱出した。
Oh shit. Oh shit.
終わりだからだ。この戦争もな。
確かあの人は白芸を呼び出したギルドの異能力者。
次の一撃でギルドの敵は全て灰となる。このモビーディックと共に。
どういうことだ？
大方手薄な隙を狙ったつもりなのであろう。
Yeah, that was kind of planned for
こ
already.
のタイミングでギルドの主力がモビーディックを離れる動き、不自然と思わなんだか。
僕たちまで巻き込まれたらことだ。横浜焼却作戦の第2段階、
Yeah.
白芸落とし。
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Evacuate everyone. Crash Moby Dick to the ground, you know. Oh.
これが決
Oh.
まれば、呪いの異能力で傷ついたこの町は完全に破壊される。その上落下地点には
探偵社とマフィアの拠点も含まれる。
あと1時間足らずで地上に激突する。
この白芸があなたの異能力なら落下を止められるはずです。
確かにこのモビーディックはわしの異能力じゃ。じゃが今や内部の7割を兵器置換され、もはやわしに操作能力はない。
聞きましたか、太宰さん。すぐ作戦を中止して避難しないと。作戦に変更はない。
Damn!
君の手で白芸をコントロールし、落下を阻止するんだ。それができるのは今白芸にいる君しかいない。
Oh.
この事態を予測していたんですね。可能性の一つとしてね。それも含めて君が適任者と判断した。
This version of Dazai would be such an incredible leader, like thinking ahead, the possibilities, how they're like, you know, absolutely, you know, not dark Dazai, but this version of Dazai, at least, like, yeah, he's funny, sometimes leaves you in the dark, you know, but being able to actively, like, yes, ooh, ooh, ooh.
落下を止めるにはどうすればいいんです？
制御端末を使うしかない。最上階の執務室じゃ。無論警備は厳しいがな。
ありがとう。全員避難したのなら、なぜあなたは残っているのです？
この白号が異国の地に落ちて人々を皆殺しにするなら、せめてわしも共に落ちようと思う。
Captain must go down with the
機械の体となる前のモビー・ディックは美しかった。かつてのギルドもそうであったように。
dude!
はい。ご機嫌かね、太宰君。何ですか、モイさん。マフィアとは探偵社の作戦を邪魔しないよう協定を結んだはずですが。
その協定だが、今部下から連絡があってね、守れそうにないのだよ。
お前、見つけたぞ、ジンコ。
You got a crush on me, Aku? Is your XP bar a little low? Computer, hold on. How much for for TB sushi? How much? Oh, the fact that for Aku, right? Like, even though we know sort of where this is heading, right? Even though we know where this is heading. Oof. Yeah, TB show me the sushi. Even though we know where this is heading, this is oof. Like, he prefers still to go after sushi than to go ahead and like, you know, confront the big bad. That's yeah, when in doubt, both. All right, let's continue, shall we? Rashomon, Tiger, and the Last Tycoon. Good stuff. Good stuff, everyone. I really like this episode. It really made me like think, like that mystery aspect really got me thinking. It got me going crazy with it. Yeah. So, question for you guys. I guess real quick. Number one, the timer's counting down. We're about to go under 17 hours. Uh-oh. Kunikita, next question. Question for you guys. Do you guys want to do another episode, or do you guys want to go onto the stage and maybe end a little early? Because I know we're going into that. We're going. Yo, thanks so much for the 5 bits. I appreciate that. I'll throw that up as a poll real quick. That's what I'm saying, Lena. Do you want to do a quick stage, like a 20-30 minute stage? And then, you know, I'll take a little bit of a break to have breakfast, because I didn't have breakfast. I woke up late, and that way I can come back for Witch Hat Atelier stage. Stop. I want to do both. I wish we could do both. I really do, but trust me, like, I think we're doing phenomenal at the moment, you know, so far. So what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to do another stage? I think, given the time that we have, because we only have about an hour left, something to consider. We only have about an hour left. Or 30 to 40 minutes, really. So, whatever you're okay with. It's always interesting to see how people vote, you know. That's not much time. It's not. It really is not. Yeah, I don't know if it's fully time for another episode analysis, or if we would just sit through and emoji react, right? That's so. Yeah, I'd be rushing. That was such a cool episode, though. That was such a cool episode. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I thought that was such a fantastic episode. There are episodes at times where it's like so action oriented, but in some episodes it just leaves you thinking, and it kind of made me wonder. Like, man, immediately my main thing was, oh, there's gonna be an ability user in some capacity, and it just turned out like, oh, maybe my theory on Ranpo was right, and it was right. It was right. That was so good. From the art. Wait, who's winning? If you don't mind me asking. Actually, let me find out. I can talk about him. Oh, it's tied. Damn. I think Bungo gives a lot of room for us to breathe. The plot develop as well. Yeah, it's so good. It is so good. All right, it looks like the stage is winning, so we'll do a quick stage. We'll do a 30-minute stage, if that's okay with y'all. Oi, City! Hey, Siri. Set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, counting down.
All right, there you guys go. 30 minutes counting down. You know. And tomorrow we do have Mecha Chameleon with a lot of amazing partnered streamers. Do come join us. That'll start at 10. So I might start a little bit earlier to do one episode of Bungo. And I hope that you guys come through and join. And especially, I want to be your Oshi for that. So I really want you guys to come on through and you know, drop some of our Oshi things in there for the Mecha Chameleon thing there. That would be fantastic. All right, let me start the stage here. Because we will be doing a joint chat. That means all of their chat and our chats are going to be combined, okay? And 100 plus of y'all in a chat is already crazy enough, you know? All right, let me see. Yo, I got this up and going. Let's go. Hi. Hi. I don't care if I'm available. If I'm available, sure. Yeah, thank you. Y'all are amazing. Hi, Rain.
Hello.
How you doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
I was about to say, I know it's morning for you, like super early.
Yeah. Hello, Vince. Hi.
Welcome
Hi,
on through.
Kim.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
I guess good evening to you, Nick, right? So, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was really overcooking, like going into that like mystery whatnot. Like what?
Oh, you were cooking.
But you actually got it. It's not overcooking. I wouldn't qualify it as overcooking.
Well, go ahead.
I'd say you got the unreliable narrator part with the Ranpo, so
Yeah, well, it kind of made me wonder though. Like, could someone set something like that up? Like, is there a way that you can almost get away with like a perfect crime? Like to a point where Ranpo wouldn't even be able to figure it out. Like, or it would be difficult, even harder for Ranpo to figure it out.
Well, there are skilled detectives. What about skilled criminals?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just going through that though, that was so fun. That was like, it put my brain to the test too. Until I was like, wait, we don't know a lot like of what the character was before Ranpo went into their shoes. So that was fun. Like, I really had to take a couple steps back, and I was like, all right, that is such a good way of thinking about this. Is like, don't just immediately jump in and assume that you know everything. You gotta go ahead and take a step back and look at the entire picture. So that was good.
yeah.
A question.
Also,
go ahead.
oh, no, just a real quick thing. I think this might not just be me, but like most people or a lot of people. I forgot that the entire like Poe section, the Poe and Ranpo section, was only half the episode. I always remember this as the Poe episode, and I just forget that there's an entire second half.
Oh my god, same.
It's like, oh wait, there is more.
Exactly.
For some reason, I thought that the whole episode was going to be centered on Ranpo. Like, you know, going into it, I'm like, this could really take a good while of like mystery and stuff. And I was like surprised that it was like half an episode of it. So that was yeah, Yeah.
Yeah.
So, question then, because we're going kind of quick. We only have 2 episodes left before we jump into the OVA and movie.
Oh yeah.
Okay, how do I put it? How do I even ask this? Number 1, are you guys ready to present?
No.
Not
yet.
Well,
A little bit.
we're halfway there.
Because if anything, like, let me put this into perspective. Let's say that we do an episode tomorrow. Okay, that's Wednesday. And then Thursday, I do the final episode. I'm gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'm back on Monday. And then Monday would be OVA. Tuesday would probably be movie part 1. Probably Wednesday, movie part 2. And then you guys might have to present on Friday the 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
basically
think we'd
have
be
a
ready
week.
by then.
Yeah,
Just, like,
that's
not right
more
now.
time. That's not right
A
now.
week is not a problem.
Yeah, is that good?
Yeah, I think that's.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I
on
think if need be, I mean, are we gonna do it like all at once, or are we gonna spread it out over like several streams, the presentations, or how are we gonna do it?
I mean, we can start on Thursday the 16th and then Friday the 17th as well.
yeah. So if need be, we could just start off with the ones that are ready earlier.
Sure, and that way it gives people that need to go on. Well, I don't think that's fair. What if I just put all your names into the wheel and just spin it?
Oh God.
Let's do that again. Okay.
Oh dear.
And then it's like whoever it lands on, you just have to get ready and go up and present.
I missed the wheel, so let's go.
No, Ed, I beg you. Yeah, because
I mean, we could do it like this. We could like put them in the wheel, and then if anyone offers to do it early,
there we
we could
go.
do that, and the rest go get put in the wheel.
I like that. I think that would be pretty good, right? We can ask for volunteers on Thursday, and then on
It's
Friday,
like being back in high school.
pretty much. You just have to be ready to present, you know? Like, I want to see y'all's memes is essentially what I'm getting at.
Oh God.
Yeah. I think you won't be disappointed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this is golden. So this is happening on Thursday the 16th and Friday the 17th, you know? And depending on how good y'all do, that might convince me to either keep going on to season 3, dictator it on in for the like remainder of the subathon or not. You know, it depends. It depends on
God, we gotta lock in
on the clock for the
Gotta lock in.
subathon. At
We
what
can
time?
do this.
At the same time that we start this one, you know, because people are only getting what, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, under 10 minutes for the presentations, under 5 minutes for the presentation, something
I
like
think you
that.
said 5.
Yeah, under 5 minutes
It
for
was
the
5 for individuals and 7 minutes for group presentation.
Exactly. So that'll be very, very interesting. We're doing a Bungo episode tomorrow. Yep. Every day. Every day except Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week. You know.
Okay.
Okay. So, question for y'all.
Mhm.
I know I always come through. I always ask a bunch of silly questions.
Let's go. I love your questions.
Thank you. Does anyone actually know all the names of the people who have homework? Well, if they don't present in, I run a history search, and you know, just know that it will be noted.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
I think
Ed will remember.
Yeah.
Ed never forgets.
Ed does not forget.
Exactly. Okay, so question for you guys. Since we're watching Bungo Stray Dogs and we're going through all of this, and they're already using the narrative element of like Ranpo being, I don't know, like pulled into Edgar Allan Poe's book and untrusty narrators, how trusty of a narrator is Atsushi?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Huh.
Aw.
Minecraft villager noises.
I have to think about this actually. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, I think it's like there could be an aspect of that in how he views himself, I guess.
Mhm.
Because
Definitely that.
he's someone who doesn't have like at least like a lot of like self-worth or self-confidence, especially at the beginning. So you could get like that sort of unreliable narrator thing in a way, like how does he view himself, how does he speak about himself, or what he's capable of, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's just another case of it depends.
I personally think that nobody is a reliable narrator, but this is just my perspective. Because I mean, everybody is human, everybody has flaws and everything. So if a story is narrated by somebody, is it really reliable?
So everyone has like biases and subjective experiences. So I guess unless you're looking at like kind of an omniscient like third person perspective, there's a lot more to call into question about how reliable someone is.
Yeah.
Right.
Follow-up question.
Oh.
What makes a monster a monster in this series? Or in life?
What makes
loaded question?
What makes a human a human?
Exactly.
Boy, oh boy.
That's a good question.
That's
You
a
should
big
think
question.
about that, I think. I think
I
there's a lot
knew
of
it.
yeah. I think that's a good thing to think about a lot, because like again, like we already have all this supernatural stuff, and you know, we've got what could we talk about Dazai a lot too, like how does he view himself? It's like
And Lovecraft.
Lovecraft, you know.
Lovecraft,
Yeah.
beloved. Beloved craft.
The more okay, and there's also another aspect of things, right? Which is this whale is crashing, right? This Moby Dick is crashing or going down, you know, and Mr. Melville is there with them, but at the same time, Trump Fitzgerald is still there. Is Trump Fitzgerald like, because I can imagine that he's going to lose. We have many more seasons to go. Is he going to die? And if he isn't, is this going to take a toll on his ego?
It's going down. Oh yeah,
Because wouldn't that classify him as a failure?
he seems very prideful. So
Is that going to make him an orphan?
What is it with the orphans?
Yeah. he loses the Moby Dick and comes out like you know, living out like in the slums, being adopted by the Port Mafia and experimented on.
No! That'd be great.
We all know I'm just here in the slums.
I mean, he's a grown man. I don't think he would go into an orphanage to be experimented on.
You see all the kids there, and then just a grown ass man.
That would be, I don't know, concerning.
Or does he go? Does he go back to America? Right? Because either A, he stays here, right, if he loses and not die, or B, he goes back to America and he has to deal with all of his insecurities and stuff.
I mean, I guess that's assuming he loses and then gets the chance to go back.
Well, I'm assuming he loses because we have 5 seasons.
I'm saying that it's assuming he loses and he doesn't die, he would still be considered a criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where do criminals go?
That's a good question.
I mean, I guess that depends on
The sewers. We all know Trump Fitzgerald's gonna be a rat.
I think it depends on if / who catches them. I think.
Yeah, I think
If
the Who
they are
is a
caught.
big one there.
Yeah, if they were caught, right? That's a big one.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Kyoko is a criminal, and I guess the agency got her.
Well,
I'm pretty sure they mentioned,
technically,
like,
Atsushi. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
more like a wild animal, but yeah.
Mm. So, oof.
What are you thinking?
A lot. I'm always thinking a lot.
I know, specifically in this moment.
What is the best way? Where would you hide the book?
Maybe it's hidden in plain sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best place.
Maybe it's just somewhere in a random library.
And right.
Depends who's hiding it.
True.
Who knows where it is?
Does it have to be in the form of an actual book?
Hmm.
Huh.
Huh.
Oh.
You got. You guys always stump me because then I start thinking about this and it starts going crazy with it, and it's like, how do I conceptualize this? I always have to. Yeah, sudden villager noises means that like,
We just are villagers, man.
I feel like I feel like all of you find ways to deflect, and I feel like sometimes it gets you in like the ropes, right? If we're in a ring and there's like 5 of you like here, and I'm asking these questions, and I feel like you guys go deadly quiet and you go into your little chats and you guys are just typing in there like for help and support, or sometimes just like, nope, I'm not speaking. I'm just doing villager noises because I'm like,
Sometimes y'all just don't know what to say.
I'm gonna tell you 2 things about this. First, at least I'm speaking for myself. I don't have the physical time to type anything in the chat because I can't do more than one thing simultaneously.
Same.
So I cannot do that. And for the villager noise, it's a stim for me.
It's just a fun noise, man.
It is.
Fun noise. It's become a fun
And also,
fun way
I
of
feel like
thinking.
I just have the urge to whenever there's on the one hand I'm like, silence, let him think, and then I'm like, that's too much silence. Make a noise.
I wish we were like all organized with a secret code of numbers, of noises. Nope. We're just probably neurodivergent. Everybody.
I will say sometimes like the silence doesn't even mean it's like we can't answer the question in terms of spoilers. Sometimes you ask questions and it's things we don't even know the answer to.
No, literally.
We have like the loading screen in our mind.
We're processing.
It's the book.
Yes.
Is the book even finished to begin with? Sorry, I was like into deep thought, and I'm like, the assumption here is that the book is already in a finished product in a state where it needs to be, right? For it to be considered a book. But what if it's not? What if it's still in the typewriter?
It's a draft.
What if it's in volume
Has it
3?
started?
Yeah, has it even started? Follow-up question with that is number 2, or number 1, I guess, if you want to take this apart.
Number 1.5.
How sad do you think it is for Melville to be there and see this thing of beauty, his ability be transformed in this way?
I mean, he doesn't exactly seem enthusiastic about the whole thing. He seems kind of resigned.
Yeah. I think it's also
Yeah.
interesting, like, depending on how much you consider your ability a part of yourself, too. Like, I feel like that would hurt quite a bit, seeing something reduced to a certain state that it wasn't meant to be in.
Yeah. But isn't that also very American? I hate to put it this way, where anything that you find that is like great, you just turn it into a military aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a roast, I think.
Yeah. It's like, look at this beautiful ship plane submarine now with shooting missiles and
With bombs.
Yeah, with bombs. God. So there's a lot, and even hold on.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Cooking? Are we cooking?
Right back, 1 second.
Cooking?
This is so fun.
So
So,
nice weather.
yeah, very nice weather.
I wish it was nice weather. I'm dying. It's hot.
Yeah, it's getting bad here again too.
Here too.
Yeah, it's hot here, but I have an AC, so I'm good.
Say mine's also running.
I do like that season 2 hits, and there's suddenly there's like so much to think about.
No,
No.
literally.
It's making me think about something. Sorry, by the way, if your AC is running, you should probably go catch it. But sorry, my main question though is, I know, coming in with the dad joke. Will there ever come a time where the armed detective agency is going to be seen as criminals that need to be caught?
Huh.
The more that we look at it, the more that like it feels as though ability users, like, you know, ability users altogether are not exactly fitting in with the world, considering the devastation that it might bring and the devastation that it is bringing consistently.
Yeah, I think it really depends on how the society sees ability users, because we haven't really touched on that.
I think I mean, we just had like a big thing in Yokohama where an ability user caused a lot of destruction with Q, so I think there's definitely an aspect where people would have their perception changed to something more negative because of how it might affect like their daily lives, maybe.
Yeah, this incident clearly is something big, and we also know that the guild brings trouble in America.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they are a criminal organization, so clearly there are problems with ability users.
Yeah.
But we also have ability users in the government.
Yes.
We do.
But at least they're under full control, right? As opposed to the armed detective agency, which can be seen as operating under special circumstance.
Yeah, they work in like that gray area, like when the police and law enforcement and stuff, they're like, oh, we can't handle this, we go to you.
But how can we be so sure about the government, like people working in the government being fully controlled?
Well, it goes further than just that, right? Because it's like we're already talking about Japan's government, but what about the world government?
Exactly.
And that's
We
sort of,
don't know.
that's sort of where it's starting to come in. Is like, what if ability users start being seen as pest or as a virus or something? Does the world government as a whole have a countermeasure for this?
Yeah. That's a thought.
I mean that is a thought, but like,
That is,
yeah.
Let's see,
Clearly.
I think the only like example we know of kind of like the regulation of people with abilities so far that's like introduced with the gifted business permit is the special abilities department being kind of like, okay, we'll if you're kind of not what's the word I'm looking for, like you kind of have to have permission to run organizations with ability users, right? So that's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
the only
why.
regulatory example we have. So it is an interesting thing to think of like, okay, on a wider scale, how could you possibly handle this?
Yeah, that's why Fitzgerald wanted to buy the agency's permission, and also the whole Dark Era episodes were centered about that.
Actually, ooh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Is there an ability user kind of like the kid? What was their name? I always keep forgetting their name. The kid.
Q?
Q. Yeah.
Q?
That is able to go ahead and like mind control or implant false memories.
Anything's possible.
It's a possibility.
That could be possible.
And do all abilities are they only centered towards users, or can they be on anything else? Like, does it have to be a human? I mean, there's the book, so no.
Oh, interesting. I mean,
is the book an ability?
Well, I mean, it probably has the ability to rewrite everything.
The question here is, can objects have abilities, or like, is it possible for somebody to put an ability into an object?
Yeah.
Right, like, does it have to be?
Which is different.
Being?
Yeah.
So, for when it comes to this, right? What if the reason why society at the moment accepts a lot of ability users is because whoever had an omega level ability was able to go ahead and insert false memories of that it's been a part of human nature.
Ooh,
oh shit!
I've been surprised that society hasn't completely corralled all these ability users all into like, because let's be honest, if there was like a lot of people are like, yeah, if I had a superpower, I would be like, you know, amazing, and it's like, no, society would probably try and bring you down and study you and experiment on you and like all these horrible things, right? Because that's just how we are as humans, unfortunately. But yet, if someone got an ability that's like brain control or brainwashing and is able to go ahead and launch it on a massive scale to a point where it's normalized that some individuals do have abilities and others don't, then all of a sudden it's not an issue at a societal basis altogether. But then would that be an ability user, or would that be something like the book where it's like layered onto a weapon or an element or something like that?
The thing is, like, if it was I'm not thinking if it was a person, then I mean presuming it's a human being, that person, you know, would live for an average of let's be generous and say like 90 years or so. Let's be very generous, say 100 years or something.
Mm-hmm.
And like, would that persist after death, or would there be a way to like transfer it or immortalize that ability somehow?
Well, if you put it this way, right? If you implant false memories in those states, you're set. Because ultimately, if you implant it on the generations that are currently here in this world, then if they have kids, guess what? Their kids are going to grow up thinking that this is what reality or social reality is. So you just go ahead.
We would need to take into consideration the power scaling of the abilities into this world. Like, is it possible for an ability to be that powerful?
Well, I mean,
and also if that's the case, what about Dazai? Would he just be the one person excluded?
Well, I mean, what if this happened before Dazai?
That's fair, I guess.
Yeah, like that's interesting.
Because it's kind of like a godly level ability. If we're gonna take the book into a god level ability, take this one into a god level ability, or something that, like, I'm pretty sure people would fight over if the person was still alive. But what if it's like a tool or something else? Like if we have I don't know, the book, what if there's like an apple of Eden or something like that, right? Or an aspect that's just like, can launch your biggest wish in some capacity.
Mm.
And the Minecraft villagers
for
come
making
out.
the noise again.
That's so good.
I'm thinking.
Well, good. Then if I'm getting you to think, that's good. Because
I think the whole thing where it's like, okay, like what if something like this happened, like, even before Dazai or something, like I always think that's like an interesting thing to consider in general, just because the whole, like, you control the past, you control the future, like
What I think is funny about this is that, like, there's a non-zero, pretty high chance that we're probably going to be later in the spoiler chat just talking about literally any question you ask for like hours.
Oh yeah. How long do you guys go usually? Like,
we go a long time.
Well,
we go a while.
We did
Have you
like
seen the voice chat?
Well, I've seen how long it is, but like,
the last time I was in there, I rambled about Kunikita with people for like an hour plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go on. And also the 3+ hours on Mori.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mori's
I'm
great.
so mad I wasn't there for that.
Like after we have, like, after stream goes, or like we have a stage or something, there, like, we usually spend a long time like discussing like things. Because sometimes you
At
also
least
ask
2
questions.
hours.
You ask questions that'll make us like have a new perspective on things that happened later, kind of.
Rethinking life choices.
So follow-up question here. Sorry. My brain. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're listening.
My brain is like centering in on this. It's like sociologically, I just never gave it a thought until like we were having this conversation today, and then my brain's like, wait, what if this, right? If it's a person and they pass away, cool, they've already done their damage. But what if it's a weapon or something else? Then would it need to be destroyed, or could it, like, for example, if it's not a human, if it's like a weapon, or if it's a tool or something like that can go ahead and have this much of an impact, wouldn't you be afraid of this falling into like the wrong person's hands?
100%.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So would you?
That there's no argument.
So would you?
Yeah, no, really.
Would you destroy it, or would you try and lock it away?
No, fucking destroy it.
Unless there's like a known confirmed risk of destroying it, like that we would have to like weigh, fucking yeet.
No, destroy it.
I like just the immediacy.
I wouldn't care. Yeah, for me it was like, nope.
Damn.
I think
I might be overcooking, by the way. I'm so sorry, y'all. Like, just my brain, like, being like, wait a minute. So, I say that because it's true.
We'd rather
Ed,
you overcook
don't
than undercook.
Apologize. Exactly.
We love overcooking.
Ed, you have no idea of what we overcook, but fucking burn into the voice chat. You literally have no idea. So don't worry.
I'll say this is really fun. I'm someone who really like talking about abilities.
Oh yeah, is that your thing?
Me too.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Well, and even further than that, right? Because it's like, okay, now we just talked a little bit about sociologically speaking, right? But what about like counterculturally speaking? With that, I mean, by the way, for those of you on Twitch that want an example, so like, well, where are you getting these ideas? It's this. This is brought from Brenner's ecological theorem, and you just have to think about every single circle in here, and if there's an ability user that's able to impact that. Like one of those being time. Attitudes and ideals is the other one, right? So, for example, this aspect that we have Lovecraft here, who might not even be human, but yet is here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the question comes in, how do I put it, right? Because one thing is normalizing ability users. The other thing is having Lovecraftian monsters in here as well. And it's like, okay, is there, I don't know, is there such a thing as aliens? Is there such a thing that like all of this ability usage and everything might actually just be an experiment?
I mean, I guess Lovecraft's existence opens up tons of possibilities alone.
Yeah, I'd say like the instant Lovecraft comes up because even like Dazai and Chuya are like, oh, this thing in front of us isn't an ability. What is that? There's things that even like these people that are possessors of like these supernatural skills and stuff don't even know about.
Yeah, there's so much that could be out there that we don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot that's still like on my mind. I'm gonna have to like sit with it, and I'll probably come up with better questions for tomorrow. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm way like I feel like I'm burning the kitchen here for no reason. But my brain is
No, you're good.
My brain is telling me that there's something
We're
there.
making a nice thing.
I just don't know what.
I'm just like happy that you like, you know, you seem to be enjoying yourself enough that you have all these questions that you can come up with, you know? It just shows that you have a level of investment, which, you know, I think a lot of people are really happy about.
Well, think about this going
to
forward.
Have someone who goes so deep into it.
Just think about that and put an ability usage and a level towards that. And that's where my fear is coming in.
I'm gonna yoink this actually. I kind of want to.
Yeah.
Want to think about this.
Because the main aspect is like if you're in the middle, if you're in the child thing, and like for the most part, we've been dealing with micro level, meso level instances with like the port mafia, with peers, with like, you know, work. But once you take that up a little bit more and you start talking about government agencies, I guess the exosystem, you start talking about attitudes, ideologies, culture, you know, even aspects of identity and time, instances like that. It's like, wait a minute, we're talking about higher level like things. So of course the book would probably hit on that chronosystem aspect. So something else out there might hit a greater aspect altogether. I don't know. And when did I pick up BSD again? When I was talking with Rain, and Rain convinced me because I love Rain, and Rain was very.
Everyone say thank you, Rain.
I love you. I love you all.
I remember I was so shocked when I saw it appear on your YouTube. I was like, wait, what the heck?
You're like, not my hyperfixation.
Literally, I was watching.
I was an Undertale Deltarune person, and I was like, wait, what?
One day I refreshed. I'm like 3 hours.
Oh,
episode.
Oh, that's
I couldn't be happier. Like this community is like the best thing.
It's amazing.
Oh, it's so fun. I love this community. It's very sweet.
Yes.
It is amazing. I
All
will
the
say
people
that.
here are so nice.
Wow. That was your introduction to me? Oh gosh. Well, welcome on in.
That's a perfect introduction.
Yeah. What a way. And what a crazy first episode, by the way. The whole, like, I still think about that episode where I'm like, the all the different tactics that are being used, the investigation tactics, the criminal psychology things that are going on in there. Like, oh my God. Like,
It's
your
a
analysis
great
actually gave me a few ideas for our homework. Well, not for our homework.
Oh.
I was rewatching season 1, and it's not like even like homework relevant. It's just like because Kunikita is one part of it. I was just taking notes in general. I was like, oh wait, that's things that I didn't really think about before when it comes to like body language and stuff. So I was like, huh, that's neat.
I thought your one thing like from the very beginning that I thought was really cool is when you were talking about like how Dazai does a lot of priming like for Atsushi and stuff.
Yes.
And I was like, oh wait, this like in hindsight, like yeah, like he was kind of, you know, nudging him in a certain direction and stuff like that. I was like, oh, this is cool.
Honestly, all the little things that were happening there was like so perfect. I gotta say, that first episode, I don't care what people think, that first episode is phenomenal. It is the best of the series.
Yes. It's a great like, okay, let's get this started.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
great
it's a great way to
introduction.
open your show.
But with that being said, y'all, it is past that time for me because I got to go at least have breakfast or something so I can continue on coming on through.
Yes,
Thank
take care.
you.
Go take care of yourself.
Yeah, thank you all so
Thank you.
much. You're absolutely. Oh God, is that the 7-hour analysis that I did for Oshinoko Risen? The opening. It's not even an episode. It's just 2-minute opening.
Wild.
Oh my god.
Which, by the way,
Wow.
apparently I spoiled the author before they even had the chance to write something in it. I don't know what it is, but apparently I spoiled it out of all those opening analyses.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's really funny.
And
Wow.
and interestingly enough, that 7-hour opening analysis actually had people from TV Tokyo, or like I forgot what the Tokyo station is, reach out to me and clip it, and like they reached out to me so that they can use it on a whole thing about like Oshinoko, and I was like, sure, I don't care, go right
No
ahead.
way.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So that was absolutely awesome. I'm like, they're like, we're not gonna spoil you, but we want to use your footage for the new upcoming season. I'm like, go right ahead. I'm like, it's all there. Like, yeah, feel free. So that was pretty cool.
That's so neat.
Anyway, with that being said, Kim, Vince, all of you, I hope you're enjoying the subathon so far. Y'all are absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And honestly, let's keep it up because the way that I'm looking at it is we're about to go under 16. That's crazy because we were like at 18 and we're going down quickly as well. So y'all are absolutely wonderful. Have a great day. Be safe, and I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, 100% for the next episode, and then for
Tomorrow or later.
Yeah,
Yes.
I might be on later for
Which
with
hat?
Cat in Summer Heat.
Me too. Me too.
Oh my God, the Summer Hikaru Died is so good. Oh,
I was asleep
yeah.
yesterday because I went to sleep early, so I'm gonna go watch the VOD.
it is so good. Oh, ooh.
It is so good.
And Deltarune is so good as well. Like
I know.
I'm losing my mind. Like we have such peak. But yes, we will do Witch Hat Atelier in about an hour or so. I just got to go quickly have breakfast. Y'all are amazing. Please have a phenomenal day. Be safe, y'all, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, for those of you guys still here, thank you all so much, VOD watchers. Y'all are amazing. The time is clicking down. Well, I'm gonna pause it while I take this break. You know, and I'll actually end stream, but this will be paused. But you guys can still add on to the timer by going over to Ko-Fi, subs, all of that stuff. End up increasing the timer when we're done. You guys are amazing. Be safe. I'll be back in about an hour for Witch Hat Atelier. Bye bye. Be safe, everyone. Thank you so much. You guys are the best.